Hi, I'm Benedict and welcome back to the Christian Chicks YouTube channel. You're tuned in right now on the third part of our 5-part summer series. What we're trying to do right now is we're trying to get 5 summer essentials for us females to remember to keep during summer. Our first one was talking about dressing, how to dress appropriately during summer. Do you praise the Lord in your clothing? The second one was prayer. When you pray over your summer plans, do you actually mean it? Or do you even pray over your summer plans? We're just basically remembering these 5 summer essentials for us females to keep in mind. So this one we're going to talk about is money management. How to manage your money during summer. At a time when we've got so much free time, we're always outside with our friends, you know what I mean? And this is a time when, maybe you might spend that little extra cash. And as females, let's face it, we're rubbish at saving. Guys are better than us. We're impulse buyers. We see something in the shop that we like and we're like, I have to buy it. That is mine. I have to buy it. And what we need to do, we need to realise that being wise with your money is something that's talked about biblical, as it says in Proverbs 31. A good woman knows how to harvest her money. So basically what I've put together is I've put 7 tips of how to make your money go further. Number 1, debt free. Make sure you can avoid debt if you can. If you can avoid debt, make sure you do. I mean, sometimes it's going to be inevitable. Sometimes you're going to have to go into debt. Sometimes you're going to have to borrow. Sometimes, someone's going to have to lend you the money. But obviously, I'm a student, so I know how it feels to be in debt. Quite a lot of debt, actually. But, I mean, if you can avoid it, don't go for it. Bible tells us in Romans 13:8, owe no man nothing. Step 2, give to God. Obviously, tithing and offering is something talked about, which you can find in the Bible, and which I'm not going to really get into tithe and offering as in I'm not going to get into it deeply, but give to God, whether it's through your local church that you go to, whether it's through charity, or find a way where you think you're giving your money to God, because you can't expect God to bless you when you can't even give a portion of your income. Step 3, be content with what you have. A lot of us females have that I want more attitude. We live in a society where people will tell you, oh, get that, it's 50% off. Wisdom will tell you 100% off is better. Be content with what you have. As long as you've got clothes on your back, you've got food to eat, you've got shelter over your head, you need to be content. Timothy 6:6 tells us contentment with godliness is great gain. As in, if you're content with what you have, you've gained. You've got great gain, because God tells us to be happy with what we have, what He's blessed you with. And then that stops you from spending unnecessarily. If you've already got a leather jacket, you don't need to buy one that has a different colour zip. Do you get what I mean? Be content with the one that you have. As females, I think we tend to forget that. Actually, a lot of you females watching this could probably look at your wardrobe and probably half of it, and someone could steal half your stuff and you wouldn't even notice, because we've got so much stuff. Be content with what you have. Step 4, set priorities. Sometimes as females, we have a little bit of money and then we don't really prioritize. If you've got rent to pay your rent, don't go buy yourself a pair of Geiger Hills. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, if you've got the money for both, obviously, by all means, do it. But we need to be able to set priorities. That there's some things that are more important. If you've got a phone bill to pay for, if you've got someone to pay back, or if you've got to pay for your holiday, do you know what I mean? You'd rather doing that than going to Nando's when you've got food at home. Do you know what I mean? We need to be able to set priorities, be like, no, I'm not doing this. Be wise, be stern, be strict with yourself, self-discipline. If you can't, leave your card at home. Do you know what I mean? If you're going somewhere, you're going to church and you're going to leave your card at home. Set priorities for yourself. Know that you've got this to pay off and that to pay off and that to pay off, and you'll see your money will last longer. Not only last longer, but you're actually paying for things that you need to rather than things that you want to. Number 5, create a savings account. Best thing I've ever done. A savings account is actually great. It's a great way of knowing that you've got a pile of money stacked up somewhere for something that you need in the case of emergency. Sometimes you might not have physical money now, but you've got a savings account for whatever you're saving for. It just gives you that reassurance, that kind of backup, because life sometimes does take unexpected turns, unfortunately, sometimes for the good and sometimes for the worse. But we need to have a security plan, a plan that says, I've got some money somewhere else. I don't have to rely on someone. A savings account is just a great, and it keeps track of your money as well. ISAs are a good way, because you've got interest on that. Current account, easy savers, a good way of just literally transferring a little bit of money you have and putting that away, especially ones that you can't touch till you're a certain age. They just kind of give you that security. So, I don't know, after you graduate or after you finish this or after you finish working, you can access your money, yours, comfortably. Number 6, budget your income. Shop in places that are a little bit cheaper than what you're used to. Shop in Primark instead of Topshop. Do you know what I mean? Just kind of know that sometimes if you don't have enough money, if you've got small money, shop in places that will make your money go further, instead of blowing all on one vest top for £18 when you could have easily got it for $3.99 in H&M, if you get what I mean. For example, if you see my outfit now, all of this come only about up to £10. This is £2 that I got from a market. this was £6 that I got from Primark, and this belt was from Primark as well. Literally, I just know how to budget. Market warehouses are great. I got this from a market warehouse that I go to near where I live, and they've got some really great bargains, and I'll post some links as well up on the blog spot so you can have a look, and the address and how to get there and stuff. But you know what I mean, explore places that you've never been before. Charity shops are great way of finding gorgeous vintage stuff for like half the price, cheap as chips. It's really, really nice stuff. And our final one is pray. Prayer is key to financial success, and people don't realize how important it is to be able to pray, because sometimes there might be things hindering you, or you might not know how to come about it. When you pray and you actually ask God, tell him your heart's desires. Tell him to give him what you want, and pray specifically. If you want to get out of debt, pray, Lord God, I'm in so and so much debt and I want to be debt free. Give me the financial stability to find a job. But do you know what I mean? Be able to pray for what you want. Because, and you know, there's one thing actually I think I just can't stand. When I hear people say praying for financial stability, I think that's like the worst thing, because people don't actually know what they're praying for. Stability means not moving. How can you pray to be financially not moving? Doesn't make sense. Pray for financial momentum, so you keep going and going and you generate income. Do you get what I mean? Know what you're praying for, because you're praying for financial stability all this for 2 years, and you're being financial stability because that's what you prayed for. Do you get what I mean? Pray every time you want to pray about your finances. Pray for an open of situation, an opportunity, like for when you go for a job interview, that people may see the glory of God shining through you. Do you get what I mean? That's one of the things that you need to pray for. You can't do, oh, I want to be debt free, so I'm going to be like, oh God, you know my heart. Like, as in, go in. If you want to pray about something, do you know what I mean? Talk about it, attack it, everything, because that's the way that's the way God hears us. Thanks for watching, guys. That was Christian Chicks 7 tips on how to manage your money. If you need any more information, just go on www.christianchicks.blogspot.com, where we've written out everything I've said into written format, so you can go on it, save it, do whatever you want, put it on your phone. It'll be great just to have around with you. And I just want to thank everyone. We want to thank all our YouTube subscribers, our Twitter followers, our Facebook fans. You lot are the greatest, and we actually love you. Without you, we'd be nowhere. I want to thank you all. God bless you all. And I want to keep following us on Twitter at Christian Chicks. Facebook like page, which is coming up right now on the bottom. Just keep supporting us, because we serve you. And I just want to say a big congratulations to Edith Cole, who won our Twitter competition last week. Well done to her. So get following, guys, because the competition is real and you do win. And we've got our next competition coming up the end of July, and then look out for that. Follow us at Christian Chicks. God bless you. Thanks for watching. Bye.
I could be the one.